What's up, good people? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching this video from. I'm coming live from Nyabohanse village, East Africa, Kenya. How are you doing? Where are you watching us from? I'm good. I just took tea that had a lot of sugar and I feel weird. I'm sorry. If you're new here, this is Chef Matiko's YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. For the returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to support us, and we do not take it for granted. We really appreciate you. May God bless you. I feel weird, guys. So today we are at home. We've been at the grandma's continuing farewell celebration, which is still on until the 27th of this month. We're in June. Wow, the year is nearly over. It feels like January was just yesterday. Days are really running. Have you achieved what you had wanted to? Are your resolutions coming through? Your 2025 resolutions, are they coming through? What have you done so far? To me, if you ask me what I've done, I've learned. I took this year and put it aside and said, God, I want to learn something new. So help me, God. But I haven't learned a lot, but I'm still there. I'm still learning. You know, there's that time in life when things happen to you. Even at my young age, I know you might say this girl is talking and look at her, she's so small. Yeah, very early 20s, 21. Oh my. I haven't experienced a lot. Maybe I'd say, in this life, I have experienced a lot of things. No. The little I have experienced, I want to say learning is the best thing. I know if you're watching and you've been somewhere that you wanted to learn and know how things go, the shoe fits, you know. Just put it on, Cinderella. Yeah, so a lot of people had different resolutions for this year, but little of them have achieved, right? Some of them are still working towards it. But sometimes you need to take a break and tell yourself, if this is not happening, I need to learn. Like, we put on new strategies of doing things in a different way so that we get to know what is happening. You know, life is so confusing. Today I'll be advising you. For those who do not know me, I'm Robbie, and welcome once again. I'm seated at Laura and Chef Matiko's house, and you all know the construction of this house paused. It took we finished the first phase, which we'll be talking about why it is taking so long to continue. But before that, I'm telling you, the year is running. Actually, I didn't even realize we're in the middle of the year. So like January was just like yesterday, and today is June 20th. Oh, December is around the corner, and then the year, it's down, and then we are in 2026. And that is how years goes. If you are sleeping, you continue sleeping. Nothing will change. If you love eating, you keep on eating. If you are lazy, you say tomorrow. One thing I've learned, even the other time we were at Mara's, he said something that if you want to do something, do it today. And if you will do it, keep on doing it with consistency so that you can see the results. You can't just wake up today and say, I want to be a star, and then you think that you'll just do something and become a star. No. Consistency, hard work, that is what pays. So in whatever you are doing, for who is watching this video right now, consistency matters. That is what he said. So I know soon I'll be opening my new channel, and I pray to God that I put that to work. He helped me to put that to work. You know, our mouth talks a lot, but the actions that we do is really few. So I want to thank God for life, because today we woke up in good health. Although Mama's voice today, she woke up, her voice was going, and also mine. Mine is because of the cold. When I consume, is it consuming cold? We don't consume cold, right? That is bad. When I stay in cold outside without warm clothes, like it's been raining a few minutes ago, and now you can see the sun is just coming out, a little bit of it, but now the cold makes my voice to start scratching. It becomes hard. But when there's sun, I noticed my voice is always like, hi, hi, like that. So Mama has cold and her voice has gone. She's like, what are you saying? I can't hear you. And I was laughing. Sorry, it's not funny, but you know, I was like, oh Mama, you need to drink some hot water with lemon and ginger in it, so that it makes your voice soft. She's like, I've drank it since yesterday. Her voice is not getting even better, but I just pray to God that it gets better. Maybe she talked too much at grandma's place, maybe, you know, having to address people and do this and that. She's doing a lot, and she's really doing well. We thank God for that too. We thank God for our uncles and aunties and cousins, and you as a family who are coming through to support us. We really appreciate, and may God bless you. For our family, we pray that may God give us strength and comfort, yeah, at this time. But I know right now, at least now, you know, there's that time that you feel it's very difficult, those first time, before you learn to take it in and accept that this has happened. But right now, you know, one thing, I thank God for Mama, because God has made her, has given her comfort. For now, she's okay. She can laugh. We were even joking about her voice. I was like, yeah, so she's okay, and I love that, and I really appreciate God for that. She had said we shouldn't be crying, we shouldn't be sad because grandma is gone, and I know that is what we're still talking about, because we still have her, and her memories will stay with us forever. You know, her memories will make us feel her presence. So we'll still be in that topic, I'm sorry about that, until we put her to rest. But until then, we'll be talking about her good, all the things that she did, because we appreciate her presence, her life. You know, she brought us to life. She's the reason why we are here, by the way. First is God, and number two, it's her. You know, we are the reason why. She's the reason why we're here. So we will keep on talking about grandma, her legacy, her love, the way she lived her life, and all in all, we appreciate God for giving us her. And now that God has taken her, we still appreciate, because we will never question God's doing, yeah, as human beings, because we are not God. We can't be God. We'll never be God. God is God, and glory be to him. Amen. Can I get an amen? Yeah, so I am seated here. I don't know what name is this house going to be given. This is Chef Matiko and Laura's house. I believe you can see that I'm just seated over here, storying with you, gossiping with you a little. So I don't know which name they're going to give this house. I'm used to Casa de Mama, Mama's house. Every time I'm sitting there, guys, I'm sitting at Casa de Mama. So I don't know this, but I believe you all know that construction had stopped. We finished phase 1 of the construction of this amazing house that started up so faster, and now it paused. Like right now, there's a lot that is going on, not activities at home, no. Like recently, there's nothing going on at home, because traditionally, when we are having a burial ceremony in a family, activities like farming, working, it all okay, you don't stop working, but some do request for permission to go mourn for their relatives. In some cases, they don't get allowed, like, yes, just go. No, you know, there are some jobs that people are doing, maybe they need them there often, so maybe they'll give them like 2 or 3 days or a week to go and do what they want to do, that is maybe mourning. So in our case, traditionally, if we have a funeral or a burial ceremony in a family, we stop some activities. Like right now, you can't find a family member going to a farm with a djembe to dig. Traditionally, that is very wrong. We do not recommend that. I've grown up to learn our cultures and traditions, and we have to follow them. I know it's weird because people say some culture traditions die. On the other hand, they don't have to die. Like, that is what is making people know you. Like, for example, circumcision in our tribe. Let me tell you, it's not even stopping. But as time goes by, do you guys know our tribe circumcise girls? But not all. For those who feel like, for those who do not know what circumcision entails, that will be a story for another. Sorry. So, in cases where we're having a burial ceremony, we do not carry on activities. We don't go to a shamba. Like, it would show disrespect. Like, you person, we are celebrating the life of our person who just left us, and you are busy carrying your djembe, going to the farm to dig. What are you digging? Don't you have some remorse? That is how it is. Like, we always put everything down to celebrate that the life of that person who left us. That is one of our traditions. So that we will continue to do, or we will continue to carry it on until, I don't know, because we do follow what we found. Maybe it was practiced back then with our grandparents, with our mothers, our grandmas and grandfathers, but then the more we continue growing and seeing our uncles, who are our elders, doing it, we still carry it on. But nowadays, I've noticed that a lot of youths, they don't like to follow traditions. I don't know why. Because there are some things, yes, I know we are growing, and some things need to die, like circumcision, but there are things like we can carry on, and they look beautiful. There are traditions that are beautiful, you know, like the traditional ceremonies, the one that we usually do, you know, in our, maybe in Africa, you can't just wake up and go to a church, I'm doing a wedding. No, there are things that we always do, like in tradition, we celebrate this during our wedding ceremony. There's that time that daughters go to the daughters, it's like daughters or cousins, ladies go to their cousin lady who's being married, or who's getting married, whichever, and they do celebration. We have names for that, right? So it is beautiful, and people still practice it. But the more we continue growing, and the world is revolving, and a lot has happened and it's happening, so we leave those traditions. Guys, are you agreeing with me? Like, should we carry on the traditions that we found our grandparents, our parents practicing? Should we stop, or should we carry them on? Kindly engage in the comment section, let me know, because personally, I'd love to carry on the traditions. Culture will never die, but we are killing it as youths. Today I'm your spokeslady, and you're gonna listen to me. So we are killing it, but it's good to carry on the traditions. So my point is, right now that we are carrying on grandma's farewell celebration, Chef Matiko decided he was to continue with this house, but then there's a lot. There's our grandma's funeral. He is expecting a baby with Laura. Remember that? Yeah, so that also needs a lot of attention from him, a lot of time from him. And that is why maybe in a good way he's not gonna come. Yeah, so don't be like, oh, where is Chef Matiko? We are not seeing him around home. Guys, he has responsibilities. Yeah, so like right now, our new mom in town that is to become, she needs her to be there. And you know, it is very beautiful when you're expecting and your husband is there. I pray that when I grow up, I have such a beautiful life. So yes, sorry about that. Mama had called. You know, I told you her voice has gone somewhere. Yeah, so this house will be resuming construction after we are done with the burial ceremony. It has no rush, by the way. We are doing it slowly because, you know, people still have to attend. There are people who are afar and they have to come, so that we continue. And then we finish with the burial. And after that also, we need to give Chef some time, because and Laura too, as we await for the new baby who will be coming in so soon. I can't wait. And we pray to God that he may provide safe delivery to Laura. Amen to that, right? Yeah. So this is where it stopped, like I've been showing you quite for some time now, and this is where it was. You can see the lintels up there, they were tied, and there's nothing that has been done, only this other side. I don't know if this is Naipa and Prince doing. Yeah, only this other side, which they were trying to create some path where water would be flowing through, but they left it here because okay, I don't know why, but they left it here, yeah, until we finish up with everything. So now we'll see what is to be done, what is to be rectified, if there were some mistakes somewhere. Yeah, and down here too. So, and also about the water heater up there, it's locked. You know, Mama usually lock that place. It has the water heater. Water heater is something very valuable. It's not just something you can say, this is something I can just leave it. No, it needs to be protected. Yeah, so it's placed up here and it's locked, totally locked. And I don't have the key for now, so the water was pumping, and we don't know how to operate it. You know, these new things new things might make you feel like a fool sometimes. Like me, I was like, I don't know how to operate this thing, the water heater. And now the plumber came in and showed us, and I believe right now, not that I believe, I know there's hot water inside Mama's house. Yeah, they did some fixing and all that. You can see it's locked. They did some fixing, and I know if you can see some little red light over there. Yeah, it shows it is on. Yeah, so Mama is using hot water inside her house for now, and she really loves it and she's enjoying it. But sometimes she tells me that I come from the shop and I'm like, it's too hot and I don't want sometimes to use that hot water. She goes for cold water. You know, her bath, her choice. That is the goodness of having what you need. Yeah, and home here, things are just cool. Things are calm because we have diverted. It's like now we've moved down there to our grandma's for the funeral or the burial ceremony. But we come here once in a while to check on things. We sleep here. Some of our guests who are coming in, that is family who are coming from afar, they do come here and spend the night here at Mama's. And guess what, guys? The grass has grown. Now it has adapted to this soil, and as you can see now, it is coming out so good. See that? Very green now. This is the first one. Actually, the first one that was planted was that, and as you can see, it's now green. I'm just hoping it's not going to be what Mama didn't want. Remember the other grass that Mama was struggling with? She was like, I don't like this type of grass because the more it grows, the more it becomes bushy. So she decided it needs to be taken down, and it had to be uprooted. Yeah, and now this is the one that was planted, and it's coming out so good. Thank God we have rains. You know, if there was no rain like at this moment, we would be watering it. See that? We'd be watering this grass. But for now, thank God, we have rains, and as you can see, it's coming out so well. Even Mama's rosemary, they are blossoming over here, although she's not using it so much. Let me get close. See that? That is the rosemary. It smells so good. And this other flower, it really looks so beautiful. I don't know if Mama has ever thought of maybe putting it in a pot. This type of flower, I love the color. It's so bright, that green, dull bright. I don't know how to call it, but it looks attractive, and it has this sweet, not sweet scent, but the scent is quite good. Not that sweet, but it's very good. I don't know if Mama has ever thought of putting it in a flower pot. It would look so amazing. And another rosemary right there. So Mama was alternating them. You can see from the start is that the flower, rosemary, flower, rosemary, flower, rosemary, flower, rosemary over there. So she was alternating them. Even on this other side, you see this grass was planted at intervals, like today, tomorrow, the following day, like that. But since God is good all the time, it has grown. But I can see here water has tried to create some flow. I don't know where this is coming from, because we do not have the iron sheet around here. Maybe that would be any gutter. I really don't know, but it seems the water flow is coming from that other side. So I can't see, I can't tell. It's starting from there, but there's no gutter over here that you would say maybe the water flow is directly coming from the gutter and flowing down, because it's now destroying the grass. Look at this. The water flow is carrying away the soil that is surrounding this grass, and as you can see, the roots are seen, yeah, which is now not good. You know, right now we can't work on this because I told you traditionally you're not supposed to carry a djembe to go and work when you are you are grieving. It's not right. Even your conscience will be like, what are you doing? That is how we yeah, it's not like we are forced to or forced not to. No, it's just our will, but also it's to respect our person, right? And this other side, as you can see, ooh, the grass is coming out so well. Someone at the gate, let me check. Sasa lazima amalize ndo alipwe. Yeah, that was Hamza. So this is how the grass looks like. I'm in love with it. It is really adapting to the soil very much good. And we had a small problem over here with the gutter, that is those two pipes, but this one specifically that is directing water down here, and then the water flow was kind of destroying, was kind of stealing the soil from the grass. But as for now, it's again covering it. You can see the soil is now covering the grass. I don't know how we are going to do about, or what we're going to do about that. Someone had suggested actually that we put a bucket over there so that it prevents the water flow. But what if the bucket is overflowing with water and then it's still raining? It's another problem, because you'll have to run from the house and it's raining to carry that bucket and put it aside so that you put another bucket. That is hectic, and no one loves to play with the rains. I used to love playing with the rains outside, but now that they've shown me fire, I can't do that. But I'd love to come outside here and pick the bucket with water running when it's raining. But now when I do that, you see my voice is scratching. It goes away now. I catch cold. Now I'll be in the hospital. Oh, I'm sick. I'm scared of that. I know it shouldn't be a belief, but in some other way, I'd say it's to take care of myself, to stop playing with water. I'm not a kid anymore, and maybe I didn't play with water enough for my immune to get strong, but it should have, because right now I'm missing those moments. Do you guys ever miss moments, the childhood moments where you just go outside and play outside when it's raining? I do miss that. Now I feel like I'm a grown woman. I don't have to do that. But sometimes I assume and say, it's raining, I need to remove things around. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, let me play a bit with this rain as it's raining, and I'm running around collecting things. Instead of collecting things at once, I go and pick one shoe, go put it again. That way I'm just embracing my inner child, and I feel very, very good. Yeah, it's been raining, and as you can see that tree, actually Mama was looking for that man who helped to trim the trees. You can see even this one is now starting to become bushy. Even some part here, it needs to be cut and trimmed so that it looks neat. The other flower, it also needs to be trimmed, that tree too. And there's some flowers there at the latrine. Is it the toilet or latrine? I believe it's a outdoor washroom. And also this other side, which was left this way because until we finish with the burial, it's when we'll resume with now. Uncle will be he was doing some landscaping over here, and they were arranging the bricks, as you can see, and they stopped, but they'll resume once we are done with everything. They'll resume to now make the compound look amazing and beautiful. For those who are asking, the chair that Mama had painted, this is where it is. It was there, and we took it here and we forgot to put it back, which is very bad. Now we have to clean it. I and Avocado Man, because this is now being irresponsible, we'll clean it. Look at what the rain has done now. We don't want Mama to come again and start to print it again. We'll have to clean it and put it back, because she said we should put it there because of the rains and for it getting dirt, especially the dirt. Now this we are doing wrong to Mama, and it's very bad. So I'm waiting for Avocado Man. When he comes, we wipe off if it's to wash it. The good thing with the paint that Mama painted on, it doesn't fade off even if you wash it. So we'll just wash and then make sure it's clean and put it back at the balcony to prevent it from getting dirt. You see the other one, it's on top there. Even that table, actually the chair on top of that rooftop was not painted, but the table was, so it doesn't get any dirty because it's on the floor, not the ground. So the ones on the ground right here, that chair is really getting that. And these are some of the remaining iron sheets from the old house that was demolished. Do you guys remember? Do you even picture how that house was? I know most of you have forgotten even how it looked like. Assume this house was not there and picture back that old house that was demolished. But right now it's a new look and it's continuing to be new, and it will be better than that. So these are the iron sheets. They were many, but some have been doing some other work, you know, and these are the remaining ones. So there was this man who was digging out around here. He just stayed by the neighborhood, but he didn't finish doing the job. Now the few days we've gone, like the compound looks like nobody's living here because we are not stepping everywhere. But soon Hamza and Avocado Man are coming in for half term. I don't know if they've closed, but when I was coming here, walking past Nyabohansi, I was seeing some schools, that is high schools, they've closed for the short midterm break. That is midterm break. That we call it half term, but it's midterm break. That they'll stay at home for 1 week, yeah, and then go back to school. So this is the second term. So they'll be at home for a week. That is from this weekend. Today's on a Friday until this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the whole week, Saturday, Sunday again, and then the next Monday they will be back in school. So right now we have kids around. Sorry about that. So out here it needs to be cleaned, you know. The leaves are falling too much, you know. On a daily basis we'd clean, like sweeping out here. Ni katoto huyo kaliwa kanza, sijui kama nani ako hapa, mtoto mwingine hapa. So we'd clean here, but right now that we are not available all time here at home, that is why it looks like this. I know it looks so dirty with the leaves falling off and some digging of weeds around, but it's going to be rectified. The flowers I'm talking about that needs to be trimmed or cut, the shaped, actually, they are these ones, these that are close to the outdoor washroom. You see how it's looking now? It's very bushy and it doesn't now look like it has some shape. Mama was looking for that man to come and help us. He knows how to trim. They look beautiful and now presentable. I believe she will find her around. So currently this is our situation at home. Yeah, and it's raining. It's a rainy season, which I'm confused if it should be summer or rain. All right, this is how it looks. But so inside here, actually Maria has been here. She is really helping with cleaning of our home and also weighing. Wow, the kitchen is so clean. You can see they haven't started using this bleached Jiko. Oh, let me stick over here. So it's not yet in use, but they're still using this Jiko, the normal one. Use charcoal and this is the, do you guys call it a stove? We call it a Jiko. This is a Jiko where you just put charcoal. Oops. It is metallic. That is why you can hear that sound. So you put your charcoal on top and then you light. This is ash. Oh, sorry. This is ash. out when the charcoal now has burned, and now we have these holes deep inside that when the ash is too much, it falls inside here. You see, this is what we call a jiko. I don't know if it's what you people call a stove, but you know, we used to have a stove back then. Nowadays people rarely use it because it uses paraffin or kerosene. I think they are all the same, but if I'm wrong, kindly correct me. That is what we used to use some days back. Not a long time, but let's say some few years back. But as for now, that is a table. They just put it upside down. You see, it's a table that was here. So they put it that way because they were cleaning. We used to have a stove that you'd buy paraffin or just kerosene and put inside, because it had this bottom part that looked like a bowl where you'd pour the paraffin, and then it had candles. Was it? No, the rick, WRICK, rick. I don't know if it's called rick or something like that. Rick. The pronunciation it's hard, but just understand the word I'm trying to say is WRICK, a rick. So the rick, it was not, I don't know if it's called ricks in plural, but I'm going to mention it that way. If I'm wrong, kindly correct me. So this stove had a bowl-like bottom that would pour in paraffin, and then you cover it, and on that covering layer or plate, should I call it plate, it had holes around it, holes just like this, but the holes were now not together like that. They were just in circular form. They were just around because that plate like cover was in a circle. So it has holes, and then the ricks were passing through it. So when you pour your paraffin on that bottom bowl, you put the ricks, and the ricks would allow the paraffin to climb up. Which force is that? I don't even do physics. No, it's not adhesive, it's not cohesive force. But what I mean is the ability to allow paraffin to climb up through a rick or even a rope. Call it a rope, but it was a rick, something soft, a rope like, yeah. So it would climb up, and now it had a regulatory thing that you just, when you want to increase the size of the rick on top, you just turn it clockwise, then anti-clockwise to turn it down. So if you want to put it off, you turn it down. If you want to put it on, you turn it clockwise, and then you use a matchbox like this. This is what we use. I know some people use lighter, but for us, in our case, we use this. This is a matchbox. It's called kifaru. Oh, the mirror is in an opposite. Oh, science. So we'd use matchbox to light those ricks, and then it had this another layer, top one now, that covers those ricks. When you light, it doesn't get interfered with by the wind, so that it doesn't go off. That is what we call a stove. A stove, yeah, is STOVE, stove, yeah. So that is what we call a stove. But I find it weird when people call this a stove. In our case, maybe the names differ. Sorry if you feel offended. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just saying, I'm just learning. So that's why I've said, if I'm wrong, kindly correct me. We call this a jiko. I don't know another term. I don't know another term. So if you have another term, maybe in English, because that is what we call it in Swahili too, jiko. So you educate me about that. And this is now what we call multi-purpose traditional multi-purpose stove. Who? That name stove. But we had told you, you see, Mama has not yet started using this. You can see there's the timbers that were holding the slab. They are still there. So until, I don't know, maybe when we'll finish with what we are doing as a family, we'll come back to it. Yes. Hakuniambia. Hiyo pia hakuniambia. So that is Hamza. He wants me to call grandma. His grandma. That is Mama. Yeah, Hamza wanted to talk to her, to Mama. So I was calling her. Yeah, so guys, things are so slow here at home, and you know, it's quiet than usual. We are used to some noise, some drilling here and there, some timbers and nails and hammers, but right now it's quiet, and this is the current situation at home. But we'll be getting back to our normal lives as usual after we put or lay grandma to rest. So guys, it's evening right now. It's 5 p.m. East African time, and Mama had gone to the market to buy some things for the family, like food, that is. You know, in the evening we'll be here, Maria will be here, Hamza, Avocado Man. Avocado Man came in, but he was in a hurry. He left. So yeah, we'll be here until next time, so our next video. Yeah, so guys, if you've watched till this end, I really want to appreciate your support. Oh, look at that, they're just singing. Thank you so much for your support. May God bless you. We have plenty of videos you can go back and watch, and God will bless you over. And I know you are blessed. Yeah, but thank you for always coming again and again and again. Kindly share with your family, friends and relatives. Yeah, and drop a comment down below and let us know where you have been watching us from, because we are in Nyabohanse village, East Africa, Kenya, in African continent. Yeah, so have a good time, have a good day. As we continue, we'll be updating you on what is going on at grandma's place, the funeral arrangements we had given you. Now, right now, maybe we'll be doing the necessary, that is helping there at home and all that. Welcoming guests will be coming to send in their condolences and all that, and we'll be updating you until we finish with our beautiful celebration for our grandma who we miss so much. Yeah, bye guys.